or the SDAs, whatever it is. But every church says, these are our rules, you will live by this. How many people actually do?
You can't start getting matters religious, matters motive, and those are personal. It is between you and your God.
Somebody's favorite.
You can't start putting them on a pedestal to judge them. So it's an issue that's why if you feel that the Catholic Church is where you belong, that's where you go, and you have to abide by what the Catholic Church says. If you feel you need to go to the Anglican Church or the PCA or become a Muslim, you must abide by what the teachings of that particular religion entails. So if you disagree and you don't want to be part of that church, move away. Nobody has stopped you.
This is one thing which I find very annoying in this country. We forget that we are based on choice. We are a democracy, so we've got choice in a lot of things we do. Why do you want to go and cause a ruckus when you have the option of being somewhere else? Why do we have this habit of you go into a particular space, you're told this is how we operate here, and then you want to start issuing your protest and contestation.
So they shouldn't call themselves, should they call themselves Catholics for choice? Because obviously, it does.
That is
the Catholic Church.
That must be nothing to do.
That's why I'm not even addressing that statement. Those rules guys are, because I know the Catholics are very organized. If that was a statement that was mainstream, the clarity would be abundant. It would be abundant in clarity. So this is an aside.
And this is an aside. We need to invite those people, because why would they hide under some anonymous whatever? Let them come out and say we are so and so and so. Then we engage them in discussion and we find out whether they're mainstream or they're not. So it's not just put an ad and we don't know who the hell that person is or who that is.
The issue there is about condom use.
You see,
is this something you're trying to tell?
No. I mean, fine. They are an aside group. That's all understood.
Yes.
But they are sort of addressing an issue. I think that has hit the headlines over the past couple of months. With certain ads also, in the press that made a lot of people uncomfortable. But it is on the issue of condom use.
No, the issue of condom use is important. It is a discussion that the country is having. We cannot shut that down or run away from it.
Can it be had in the church?
What we're against is, if you want to step up on this discussion, don't go hide behind some funny banner. If you believe in the statement, step up. We'll meet you.
Martin, a Catholic faithful, and trust me, I understand everything about the Catholic Church. I was in a Catholic school for 4 years, and trust me,
what are we talking about?
No, here's the thing. We need to have the debate on condom use. Is church the place to have it? Yes, no.
What do you mean by church the place to have it?
Should we be talking about it with clergy? Should we be talking about within the precincts of the church? And by church, I mean the embodiment of it, not necessarily the building of it. Is it controversial that a group calling themselves Catholics, whether we think they're mainstream or not, but they're coming at it from a religious point of view? So it's not just a discussion we're having here, for example, but they're choosing to put religion together with this discussion of condom use.
No.
Is that something that should be done, yes or no?
First off, I wouldn't call those people controversial, because they've not even declared what kind of people they are.
Controversial, because Louis, you wouldn't even speak about them.
I'm getting somewhere with this. First off, don't give them such a title. That gives them some latitude which they've not probably earned.
Okay.
So I wouldn't classify them already as being controversial. Second, the discussion and the debate on condoms is actually going on. 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I was privileged to be in a Catholic institution, and they encouraged the discussion. So the Catholics are not saying, don't talk to us or don't speak about it in our presence. That's not what they're saying. They would allow you to say what you want to say, but their position is clear.
Okay.
That's it. So, I mean, there's nothing, I don't know where you're trying to go with this, but...
No, just trying to poke you in some direction.
Within the church, this is a matter that is talked about. And the positions are clear, and they will tell you why they're discussing why that particular position is clear. It's not an issue that they hide about. It's a free country. He'll talk to you about it, and he will tell you this is the stand of the church, and this is how we guide our flow.
It's a free country. There's all sorts of churches and people coming up in the name of religion. So if those fellows want to take up a banner, nobody's saying no. But do not try and write on someone else's banner when the people who actually run that institution have not made that statement.
Okay, all right. Answering my question about the
And I'm not Catholic, by the way.
All right, but at least we have Martin who will represent the faithful. Okay.
And even me, if I was in another church, I would follow what the spiritual leaders of that church tell me.
Okay, all right.
If I disagree with them, I move away and look for
wherever you'll be comfortable. Which I suppose is maybe what they're trying to do there. But we will make an effort of getting them on the show to just see what they're on about. Okay, so here's some tweets. I hope, nice show there, good morning. And one saying, tell me the show is not going to end. Well, sadly it is. I think they've been shouting in my ear about taking a commercial break. Thank you, gentlemen, for discussing this issue. Obviously, this week, just very quickly, one sentence. This week, what do we look forward to, Martin?
Apart from the cabinet thing that which I don't lose sleep about.
Okay.
Neither do I.
That and Mutula's...
I really want to know what killed him, because he was very close to me, very close to very many people, and he has done a great job for this country. I just hope, like when we spoke about the prominent murders, you remember?
Yes.
We said this government has a chance to put a stop to this kind of thing, or they can start their own. Okay. I hope it is not the beginning of that trend. So I would want to hear and see a true reflection of really what killed my father.
Louis, what are you looking forward to?
For me, just based on the discussions we've had, especially on insecurity, it's about time the president and the deputy just finish putting together this team so that we know who's responsible for what, and we move on as a country and just start rolling out the business of the day. But the loss of this man, Mutula Kilonzo, will also bring the country together by default. Leaders will come together. I just hope that they will make responsible statements and not try and ride on that opportunity to give us certain inclinations and certain biases, because they will all be there. It's going to be a huge platform to use. I just hope they will not abuse it, because there are people who are mourning Mutula out of the goodness that they saw in him.
Right.
They're not interested in this other. By the way, one of his favorite words is shenanigans.
Yes.
So they're not interested in shenanigans. I'd like to end on that note.
Indeed. Thank you both very much, Louis Otieno and Martin Mutua. We do need to take that commercial break now. It's 10 minutes after the hour. KTN Sunrise Live. Thank you so much for your discussions. We have more news for you after the break.